Hey, I'm Coach Racquel, and this is Ask Coach, where real questions meet real growth. Because you are the expert, and I'm simply here to support you.
Each episode, we unpack life, business, and purpose. One calm, courageous conversation at a time. No hype, no fluff, just clarity, confidence, and a touch of grace. Ask boldly, live calmly, grow freely.
All right, welcome back to another episode. We're at episode 16. Wow. It is my hope that as I've been going through these questions and answering, that it's really being of good use to you. And it is my hope that I'm answering you efficiently or effectively. It is my hope that I actually answer your question as you were expecting, but I answer to the best of my capacity and based on my understanding of what you were asking. And I say, keep them coming, keep those questions coming. Thank you so much for asking. And thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and supporting my work. God bless you for that. God bless you tremendously for that. Now, I am Coach Racquel, and I just want to share a little bit about who I am to give context. So I'm an overall success coach, certified career coach, Cornell and Bank of America Women's Entrepreneurship alum, published author, creative and communication consultant to governments, NGOs, FBOs, and entrepreneurs, a multi-award winning electronic executive producer and editor, Icon Level Wix partner, ASMR artist, and YouTuber. And to learn more about me, you can go to mycoachministry.com/about, and you'll find my information there. Okay. All right. I'm a lover of life, lover of God, and someone who I'm a supporter. I'm a divine purpose investor, and I love to support entrepreneurs. I love to support people who want to thrive and have positive outcomes in their lives. All right, so let's get to today's episode. So let me just welcome you again. Today's topic based on our question is stewardship versus trends. Choosing tools that actually serve you. Oh, hello. All right. So welcome back to Ask Coach. This is a space where we slow the noise, clarify the process, and build with intention. And today's question comes from @Yara Mensa. Right. So I have it right here. Yes. So today's question comes from at Yara Mensa on YouTube. Support her. Well, let me not say her. I don't know if it's a her or him. My apologies for that. But go ahead and support that viewer. Thank you so much for watching at Yara Mensa. And who Yara Mensa shared how the unboxing episode resonated with their current building phase. And they asked, how do you decide which items truly support long-term stewardship versus short-term trends? This is a really good question. Interesting question. Could even a powerful question, like mindful question. I like when you're mindful, like mindfulness. I like that. So this is a really good question, especially for anyone building something meant to last, right? Before I answer, let me say this as I always do. You are the expert. I'm simply here to support you. So the core principle, versatility. Is it versatile? For me, the deciding factor is versatility. I ask one simple question. Does this tool truly solve a problem or just look good right now? And I really do that. before I purchase things like, and I will even sit and really assess, okay, this thing that you identify as a problem, or I like to call it a challenge, is it a real problem? Is it a real challenge? And one of the things I also like to do is think first, are there any tools I could multi-purpose to solve the problem I have? Is there anything else that I have already that could be used for a different purpose? You know what I mean? So for example, let's say I want to dig a hole, and I think, oh, I need a machete, or I need a hoe, or I need a digger, a driller. What do they use to dig holes? I was thinking hole in the ground to plant something, for example, right? And I'm thinking, oh, I need one of those holes. I need a hoe. I need something to dig the dirt. But I'll stop and say to myself, but are you digging a deep enough hole? And are you going to be digging holes a lot that you need a hoe? What exactly are you planting? If the thing is a thing requiring, this thing that you're about to plant, does it really, really require a deep hole? Or maybe you can just use a spoon to dig the hole, or a knife to dig the hole, or find a piece of stick to dig the hole. Like, this issue that you think you have a problem, this problem that you think you have that will need to be fixed, is it a real problem? And are there any other tools or anything else that you have that you could actually use to substitute? It may not be the perfect, it was not, may not have been the tool built to do it, but it doesn't mean that tools are not multi-purpose and you can't use them for something else. Diversity, you know? So I usually do that too before I make a purchase, because I want to make sure that it actually makes sense and it actually is a solution, right? Especially one that I'm going to be sharing and opening on my show. Right. Tools that support long-term stewardship don't need constant justification. And that is so true, because when I'm purchasing things, the more the more versatile it is, the easier it is for me to purchase. I don't have to reason with myself or with my budget. You know, they fit naturally into the workflow. They fit naturally in the workflow if I don't have to force it. It flows naturally. It's a natural next step, you know? If I don't have to defend the purchase, if I don't have to struggle to use it, that's usually a sign it belongs. And the next one is external influence versus internal alignment. I'm very intentional, as I said before, about not letting external influence drive my decisions, not trends. I certainly don't purchase things based on trends. As a matter of fact, I'm what I think sometimes I'm a little bit of a rebel, but I'm not like a rebel where I'm rebelling against everything. No, but I'm an intentional person. And so I self-manage. I self-regulate. That's it. I self-regulate a lot. And so for me, I'm very conscious of who's influencing me, what I'm doing, because I don't necessarily like to feel like I'm being unintentionally or mindlessly influenced. So I'm not someone who follows trends. I don't follow trends. I've never done it. I still don't do it. I don't like it. As a matter of fact, when I say a rebel, what I mean is I'll intentionally not buy this thing because it's in trend, because I feel like it's being pushed on me. It's being marketed to me. And I don't like that. That way I feel like they're creating a need for me. Do I really have a need? But let me tell you where I might follow a trend, like for my work. Like, let's say that there's a new tripod out, right? That's good for vlogging. And a lot of persons are using it, and I'm seeing the effect and the impact, and it's an upgraded thing, right? It's something it's a trend that solves a problem for me. It's a trend that is not flippant. It's not just going to change, flip-flop and change today and change tomorrow. It has to be a remarkable trend for me to really get on board, because I'm not a trend setter, nor am I a trend follower. I'm not a fan. I support that which I believe in, that which provides solution, and that which is divine, right? So I'm more into, I don't follow trends, nor do I don't allow algorithms either to determine. So I'm never in I'm sorry, I'm very intentional about not letting external influences drive my decisions, not trends, not algorithms, not what everyone else is unboxing this week. Right? Stewardship requires alignment with your rhythm, your workflow, your capacity. If something only works when conditions are perfect, it's probably not built for longevity. Right? The next one is the struggle test. I don't do anything I have to struggle to do. If I need to buy something and I have to wonder, I'm gonna have to empty my piggy bank. I'm gonna have to search all my pockets. I don't need it. I don't need it, right? So here's another filter that I actually use. If I have to struggle to make a tool useful, it's not stewardship, it's stress. Tools meant to support your calling should reduce friction, create clarity, support consistency, right? Not add noise. Ease doesn't mean laziness. And I'll tell you, I am a lazy person in that I like to do things not in my comfort zone, but with ease and flow, you know? Yes. So, because I value my peace. Long term building mindset. That's the next one. Now, stewardship is about sustainability, it's about choosing tools that grow with you, not tools that expire with trends. When you're building something meaningful, every decision should ask, will this serve me 6 months from now? Right? Will this serve me 6 months from now? Unless it is something that, there's some things that you purchase that it expires upon its use. Once you use it, it expires. That's a different thing, right? Now, will it still serve me a year, 6 months from now, or a year from now in the next season of growth? If the answer is yes, that's a wise investment. It's a wise investment. And the next one is, the final one is reflection. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So it's a wise investment. Now, here's a question for you to sit with. Are you choosing tools because they're popular? Or because they're purposeful? And what would change if you trusted your discernment more than the trend cycle? For example, right, even on YouTube, like even with the thumbnails and whatever, there are times when I feel like, okay, you want to get more views, do your thumbnail in a way like clickbait, or make it crazy, or like, like do something that's going to trigger someone to click. I don't operate that way. I don't want to trigger you to click. I want you to click because you read something or you saw something that aligned with you, something that said, hello, curiosity, let me check this out. This seemed like something could inspire me. I'm not here to trigger you. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to support you. So it's going to be based on your choice and your intentional choice. I want to be someone who's chosen based on intention and meaningfulness and mindfulness and godliness and spirituality. I want when someone chooses me, they're thinking, God inspired this. God is going to bless this. I align with her. When I'm with her, or when I'm around her, or when I work with her, or when she works with me, I feel supported. I feel loved. I feel valued. I feel heard. Things that are important to you. So that's how it is for me. Well, we've come to the end of we've come to the end of another episode, and I just want to say thank you so much to the person who sent me this. I'm trying to find the name again. Yara Mensa, at Yara Mensa. Thank you again. Thank you so much, so much for sending me. It was right there. Anyway, thank you again, Yara, at Yara Mensa, for such a thoughtful and timely question. If you have questions for a future Ask Coach episode, you can submit it at mycoachministry.com /ask, because you're the expert and I'm simply here to support you. And also, you can leave a comment under any one of my videos. Make sure you put a question mark for me to know it is an actual question. And then I'll pull it, I'll reply, and I'll also pull it and I'll use it and answer and expound on it in one of these episodes. All right. So until next time, build slowly, choose wisely, and steward what's been placed in your hands. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
Welcome to mycoachministry.com. We're on a mission to empower 1 million purpose-driven entrepreneurs, turning calling into currency. Through strategic coaching, we guide visionary leaders, brand elevation, and creative empowerment, helping leaders break barriers and own their identity. Build impactful, wealth-generating brands that echo across generations.
Hey, I'm Coach Racquel, and this is Ask Coach, where real questions meet real growth. Because you are the expert, and I'm simply here to support you.
Each episode, we unpack life, business, and purpose. One calm, courageous conversation at a time. No hype, no fluff, just clarity, confidence, and a touch of grace. Ask boldly, live calmly, grow freely.